What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to your home for local sports. It's Tyler.
And Mike, and this highlight is brought to you by Naples Rib Company, perfect to cater any local event.
Our sunny days here on the west side, Mike, where we're going to find out very soon. The Cabrillo Jaguars on opening night hosting JSerra out of the Trinity League.
Michael Levet III transferring in from Fort Wayne, Indiana to the west side. He's joined by 3-year starter at linebacker Dominic Leggett.
They're going up against JSerra's senior quarterback Nick Robinson. Again, a very tough opponent coming out of that Trinity League, one of the top teams in the Pac-5. So let's get this thing started. Levet was dangerous in the early going. He was getting loose through that Lions defense. Broken plays turn into successes when you've got the Vic gene, you know what I mean?
Yes, I do. And then Leggett with the tough running. He's a linebacker, so you expect him to run tough. 16 yards down to the JSerra 29, and Cabrillo's rolling. Not what people expected in this one.
They're moving it. This pass is going to go into the end zone, and it's a bit of a cluster in there. That's pass interference on the Lions. That sets up 1st and goal at the 8. You give it back to Leggett, who legs it down to the 1-yard line after a tough 7. But a few plays later on 4th and goal, Jack's going to go for it here with the aggressiveness. Levet looking for Elijah Walker in the back of the end zone. He caught it, but he's ruled out of bounds. The Jags really wanted that one. Tough break. 14-play drive goes for naught. They had the ball for over 11 minutes in that first quarter, but no points.
Yeah, and that's obviously brutal against a Trinity League team. Defensive pressure was good, getting to Robinson, throwing off the passing game. Even with 5 starters missing, they were able to disrupt that Lions attack. But Lions with the fake punt, Walker not having it, knocks the ball away. He looks like a good one, Ty.
Yeah, he had a very good game on both sides of the ball. Cabrillo had plenty of good plays in that first half. They swing it out to Jeremy Buckhoy, and this is where they want to operate. Out in space, let their speed go to work. He's going to pick up 27 yards plus that personal foul. Then later in the quarter, it's going to be Levet scrambling through that defense. Just put your foot down and go the other way, as he will juke some defenders, run through some defenders.
Excuse me, Jolly Green Giant down in front.
25 yards and another flag, but can Cabrillo get points after those positive plays?
Nope.
Unfortunately not.
Back-to-back sacks stopping that last drive. The Lions had 7 sacks and obviously had great bend but don't break defense in the first half to take it scoreless to the second.
Lions really flipped the script on the first drive of that second half. Edward Vander, built for tough. 2 runs for 47 yards combined here, back-to-back, and then that was part of a 5-play scoring drive. DJ Bailey bowls his way in from 10 yards. He'd really wake you up in the morning. Touchdown Lions. We finally have points real quick into that second half.
But Cabrillo didn't go quietly from that point, looking to answer Levet. Walker, nice grab, a 40-yard gain for the Jaguars as they stay competitive in this one against a Trinity League team. 2 plays later, Levet showing off the wheels. Ooh, just dancing in the backfield and escapes 33 yards down to the 5-yard line. He had 89 yards on 8 carries, but again, they've gotten into the red zone. The question is, can they finish the drive?
Yeah, the Corvette Levet kind of stalling right before the finish line, unfortunately. 3 plays for loss after getting down to the 5, including consecutive sacks. And even with Walker making hits like that.
Walker, secondary ranger.
Absolutely. JSerra was still able to move the ball. 4th and 13, big fat pass from Robinson to Philippi for 16. And a big first down there. First play of the 4th quarter. Vander going to bust it in from 2 yards out. It's now 14-0 JSerra, and from that point, things sort of got out of hand. Vander would add 2 more touchdowns. Cabrillo was very tired, then put in their backups, but JSerra definitely kept the pedal down as Vander finished with 20 carries, 171 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
On the other side of the ball, Levet on the run more than Jay-Z and Beyonce, and that's a tough ticket to get.
Absolutely. He didn't have one of his starting tackles, couldn't keep the magic going, and definitely things to work on for next week and the rest of the way. They play St. Bonnie at home next week. That will be brutal. 40-0 final score, but it was 7-0 after 3 quarters, so Cabrillo, a lot of things to build on going the rest of the way on a very difficult and front-loaded schedule.
And that's kind of how things have been for these Jags in the non-league games. Positive stuff, but in losses, they're going to try and turn that around next week to see how they do and how everybody does. Keep it right here.